Hi there, guess where I am? Yes, I'm down here at the rocks at Clifton Beach at the lovely tropical North Queensland where I live to do my On the Rocks Reflections video for the end of June. End of financial year 25-26 for those of you who are in business like myself. So it's a perfect time to reflect and to review how you've gone for the year, to rejig a few things, perhaps reset some stuff, and then forge ahead with a feeling of renewed or refreshed energy. We've just had or just passed the winter solstice, and also this week the full moon. So that refreshing energy, that feeling of a new phase is all around us at the moment. And for me, that has been what June has felt like. All of those R words that I just mentioned, particularly rejigging some stuff in my business strategies and structures, which I've been doing actually since January, just chipping away at what things need to change, what things need to be put in place around a longer term sustainability structure. And that has taken a fair bit of my time during June, because I'm sort of really locking in, cementing in some of those things that I've been implementing and developing over the last few months. Also a fully integrated IT system, which took me until May to decide which one I would go with and implement and start implementing. I did a lot of research as to which is the right fit for me, and that's important. And oh my God, what a steep, time-consuming journey that's been. It's exciting, but also quite energy draining. I always find when I'm learning new things, particularly around IT, to be that way for me. Many aha moments, many times I've gone, why didn't I have this earlier? Much frustration, and did I mention time consuming? Oh yes. And then of course in June, we always focus on the finances, or most of us do. We should be focusing on it all the time, not constantly, but regularly on top of it. And I always find that June is crunch time for that. So again, a reality check, reviewing your balance sheets and rejigging things if you need to. And for me, again, a little bit more frustration around, this year, because I've spent most of my time writing and doing business strategy stuff and a lot of client servicing. So, finances tell the story. And it's actually about owning that, because reality checks are a really good thing. And what I know and have learned in 6 decades of being in this world, of 50 years, or almost 50 years of financial independence in my own right, these things I know. There is no golden goose, or there is no goose that lays golden eggs. There's no kind of, trellis I'm going to be climbing and finding that goose with the golden eggs. There's no rich prince that's going to come and rescue me. Never has been, never will be. And there's no gravy train, to jump on. All these things, these sayings that we get taught along the way, or gets thrown around as if, some people are just lucky. What I've discovered is it's all about strategy. It's all about constantly looking at your strategy, that hard work that goes with the strategy then to action it. And then all of the decisions that you make along the way. So many decisions, so much exploring and working out which is the right way to go. And the lessons and then the wisdom that comes from that over many years of making some decisions, some work, some don't, and learning from that continual learning and growing. So when I looked at June and I thought, what word will I come up with that goes with June? What adjective? I always like to choose one that starts with the same letter. And the word that popped out to me straight away was justifying. I felt through June that all the time I was justifying what I was doing. I was validating my purpose. I was getting clearer and clearer and focusing on that clarity of direction, of rationalising some of the decisions that I've had to make, particularly in relation to finances, and constantly answering that why question, which no one else is asking. I'm asking of myself, why? Why would I do that? And what that does is it totally strengthens your resolve. The more you actually drill down and ask that why question and answer it truthfully, openly, honestly, with a real reality check, the more you strengthen your resolve. So that's what I wanted to leave with you today, that real feeling of end of June, lessons learned for this financial year, rejig, refresh, and also just one last thing, a bit of reading. I have been reading Andrew Griffith's latest book. I must just give that a little plug, The Business of Being an Author. It's come just at the right time for me with my strategizing of where I'm at with my business. And I want to just leave you with two little things, if I can, that I got from this book so far. I'm 3/4 of the way through it, but these were the aha moments. I am totally owning who I am becoming, and what is my main area of business that I'm doing. And what I've realized with reading this is I am an author. I have a published book. I have another one coming out shortly. That business of being an author is about owning that, not having it as a sidekick thing, but that is actually the business that I'm in. So I may be an influencer of positive change, to antiquated practices and things. And I'm very much an advocate for individual choices and chances and changes. But all of that is in my writing, in the business of being an author. And the second thing, the last thing I'll leave you with that I got from this book is I am playing the long game. So it's not about what happened in June. It's not about what happened in this financial year or exactly how the figures are adding up at the moment. It is actually about the strategy of playing the long game, of clearly knowing what you're doing, why you're doing it, and where you're heading. So I hope that little gem helps. If you are thinking of becoming an author, grab this book. It is absolute gold. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you again at the end of July. Happy July.